Yo guys, welcome in the Dutch rainforest. We are right now in the middle of a rainy storm, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to address the following thing. And I hope you guys can hear me quite clearly with the rain sounds in the background. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit windy, but I promise you it's gonna be worth it, guys. We all know a lot of people, and I recently talked to some as well with the same story. We all know a lot of people who has been buying a lot of altcoins, maybe for a couple of thousand US dollars, maybe a real big chunk, maybe a little bit less. But we all know these stories that some people buy altcoins for, let's say, 500 US dollars and ride it up all the way to 10, 20,000 US dollars, right? Having a lot of profits, but eventually ride the whole wave down till the value of that altcoin is below 500 US dollars. This is a problem that we are seeing very often in the crypto markets. People invest, the investments go up, they get greedy, they get basically trapped in the emotional sentiment of over optimism, extreme optimism, and therefore it's very difficult to cash out, to do something with that money, to cash out, maybe spread your eggs in different baskets. Back in the bear market, once the price is going down, you feel it. You feel like, oh, I could have taken profits back then. It was so clear in hindsight. Why haven't I taken profits? Well, the reason you have not taken profits is because you were trapped in this extreme optimism in the markets, and this is very normal. The majority of the people out there has this. But if you want to outsmart the other people, if you want to outsmart yourself in times of extreme optimism, you gotta make already right now a plan of what you're gonna do when you get to a certain level of profits. Right? That's what we also do with the 16-year cycle, with the time cycles that we are tracking in Bitcoin and the regular financial markets. The reason that I'm tracking cycles also mainly is to help you guys to keep a perspective. Doesn't matter where you are, where we are right now, or where we are in 1 year, or where we are in 2 years. It's important to zoom out and see the perspective. Where in the bigger picture are we? And if you then take profits a couple of months before the exact top, but you do it, you take macro profits, so you take profits for the long term, it doesn't matter, guys. If you took profits on Bitcoin in the last bull market at 50k, 52k, maybe 58k, maybe even 47k, doesn't really matter, right? Overall, you did quite good. You took out close to the highs, and eventually we went to 16,000 US dollars. But this is very dangerous. If you don't make a plan already right now, how you can convince yourself in the future that you are again trapped in this emotional state, trapped in this extreme optimism, you won't be able to take profits. You gotta right now already make a plan. That's what we're doing right here as well. I already have a plan in place right now when exactly to take profits. At which level, where in time I'm going to take profits. And I'm also already having a plan on where that profits are going to go to. That's very important to have already right now. Because in the previous bull market, you might recognize this story. I might take some profits when Bitcoin reached 100k, at least 100k, right? That's not the way to go. We actually learned it the hard way, right? 100k never came in the previous bull market. Maybe the next one will, maybe it won't. But don't stick to that number. Don't bind yourself to a outcome, to reality, which might not be the reality, but it's only your imagination, right? If I tell myself I will never cash out Bitcoin before 100k, I put myself in a weak position. Why? Because I connect myself and my financial well-being to one specific outcome for the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin to 100,000 US dollars, right? That is not smart. That is a trap. That is a big ass trap, and you got to be careful with all these people screaming Bitcoin going to high prices. It's all possible. I'm a believer. I'm not a disbeliever. Okay, I'm a believer. I'm a believer in Bitcoin, and I think Bitcoin could reach crazy amounts of US dollars per Bitcoin. But I also want to be a realist, right? If I can see based on time that we may be right, maybe not at the exact level that I would like to take profits, but based on time it actually looks good for a long-term perspective, I'm going to take profits. Because like I also said in my previous videos with the 60-year cycle, solar cycles, and a couple of other cycles that I'm tracking, I expect when Bitcoin is going to top in the next cycle, it will take a very long time for Bitcoin to reach those same levels again. I think we're going to enter a multi-year long bear market, and I think a lot of people won't expect it. We will see mass adoption. Everyone will talk about Bitcoin again. Nobody believes Bitcoin will fade away to the background. It won't also not fade away. It won't fade away completely. It will fade away to the background again, like we have seen in 2022. Ask your neighbor. Yo bro, are you into Bitcoin or not? Nah man, I'm not into Bitcoin. Ask him in 2021. Of course he's into Bitcoin. He had Bitcoin. He had bags of altcoins he could talk about. He could name a couple of projects, the potential, how it is going to take over the world. Of course, that is just how it works in the market cycles. So recognizing where you are in that market cycle is very important, because that gives you the advantage of putting things in perspective, which almost nobody does. Maybe 95% of the people are not doing that. Okay, we are going to do that right here on the channel. If you are new, welcome. I hope you guys like today's environment. We got a little bit rainy environment. I thought it's nice with the topic of today, taking profits when it's necessary, even though you feeling extreme optimism. You gotta go against your emotions, and that is very difficult. Same as when buying Bitcoin, right? You gotta, in terms of panic, you got to be able to say, okay, I'll trust, I'll buy. Yeah, guys, that was it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, smash up that like button, and yeah, share this video with your friends. Very important to spread the message. I love you all very much, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.